So I'm out in my garden today and we're getting very close to the end of my garden. It's a very short garden where I live in this zone. It gets very hot the second half of the summer. So I just wanted to show you what I was able to harvest this morning. So I got some carrots. I pulled up a lot of lime basil. I've got some onions. Let me take them into my patio area so I can show you a little bit better. So this is my harvest today. I've got all kinds of things. Now some of these I'm going to be washing, some of them I'm not. And let me show you what I've got. So these are my carrots. I am going to wash all of these really good. I don't know if you can see them. So I'm going to wash these. I'm just going to kind of set everything to different areas so that I can show you what I have. This is my lime basil. I'm definitely going to be washing that really good. Now my onions, I'm not going to be washing at all. These I need to let dry out. And I'm going to start off by letting them dry out on the table. I don't know if you can see them. I just picked some of the red onions today, a couple of the white ones that had the stems kind of folding over. And onions need to dry out for a couple weeks. And then you can put them in your pantry and enjoy them. There we go. I don't have a lot of onions, but I have a few. I have enough for me, let's put it that way. And what I typically do is I eat as many of the fresh onions as I can. I save a few, and I don't really have a cold storage, so what I do, how pretty that is. So what I do is I actually cut these up and freeze them, and then I have them for anything that I need. Here's a bell pepper, that's going to get washed. Got a few tomatoes, those are going to get washed. I'm going to put all the tomatoes and peppers over here. These are some beans that I let just dehydrate on the vines. Now these are my stringless pole beans. I'm going to show you how I take the beans out and how I save those for the next year. Like I said, I'm getting down to the end of what I have left in my garden. And I've already canned and yeah, I've done a lot of work already this summer, so it actually works out pretty good that I finish out my year a little early. So this is what I got today. I got some carrots, which I'll be washing, some lime basil. I'm going to take care of all that. I got some onions, I got some dehydrated beans, and then I got some peppers and tomatoes. So most of these are going to get washed except for the beans and the onions. And let me show you how I do all this. I just like getting the main part of the dirt off of these before I take them in and wash them, because I don't like all this dirt going down my drain in the kitchen. Alrighty. So I'm just going to put these back in here and take them in the kitchen. So this is my lime basil. I'm just going to let it kind of partially dry, and a little bit later I'm going to take this and I'm going to hang it up on my little pole here for my swing. It makes a great area to dehydrate my basil. So the next thing I'm gonna do is clean my carrots. And it looks like I have a ton of them. There really aren't that many. But what I do is I just break off the green part. I'm just using this bag to take all this over to my composter. I wash my carrots outside and then I take them inside and wash them again. So at this point, I'm going to lay these onions out a little bit more. I want to make sure that they all have lots of air to dry. I leave the stems on them while they're drying, and then I can use some of those to sometimes to braid. It just depends on how well they dry out. And there we go. We're gonna leave that for now. And then the beans are super easy. They've already dried out, so all we're gonna do is take the husk off of them, take the little bean out, and we're still gonna let those continue to dry. Let me just show you how many I get out of one little package of beans. So these are the beans that I get out of one little pod. And these will be great. I'm going to use them next year to grow my pole beans. If you've enjoyed this end of the season gardening video, please subscribe to my channel, give me a like, a thumbs up, or ring the bell for future notifications. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.